This game is really cool. No Man's Sky is basically a space exploration game. In other words, my dream come true. Basically what you do is you go from planet to planet and collect minerals to upgrade your suit, your gun, and your ship. And then you travel from multiple planets to other star systems over and over and over to explore and see these new and alien worlds. You can get a variety of different planets, like planets that are all encased in lava like Mustafar from the Star Wars movies. Or you can get planets that'll be bone dry in the day, but at night it snows and there's vicious storms that'll freeze you to death in seconds. You'll get planets like LV-426 from Aliens, and you'll get planets like Naboo from Star Wars. Now, I bought this on my PS4, and personally, I wish I bought it on my PC, because I feel like I would have got a much better experience out of it than I did on my PS4. Both because shooting is very bad with the PS4 controller, and because rendering is very slow. You have to get very close, and everything's very pixelated, and because my PC is much more powerful than my PS4, I think I could run it much better. The art direction is pretty cool, going for a more cartoony look rather than ultra-realistic, and it does manage to successfully immerse you in its more grandiose, massive environments. The aliens are admittedly extremely uninteresting. All of them look pretty much exactly the same, and many of them just look like alterations of animals we already have here on Earth. There's some that straight up look like dinosaurs from Jurassic Park. But it is cool to interact with them, and you don't need to just shoot them and take their materials either. You can actually feed them and befriend them and such. Now, the game is pretty big, so there's bound to be glitches, but there's glitches on pretty much every planet. Nothing necessarily game-breaking, but there have been multiple times where I'd see objects floating over the surface, or sometimes shading won't work, or sometimes it'll be clipping. But for the most part, there's nothing that's really game-breaking. There's also 18 quintillion planets in this game. To visit all of them, you would have to consecutively, without space travel, mind you, go from every single planet instantly and spend 1 second there. Now, if you did that for every single planet, it would take you like 500 million years or something like that, maybe even more, to visit every single planet. One of the guys at E3 actually said that most of the planets will never be found. And that is actually kind of mysterious and cool, because you just gotta wonder, what planet am I not seeing? Now, it is a bit pricey, but No Man's Sky is a very good game, and I would highly suggest... What the fuck, Hello Games? You think that this is worth $60? Don't get me wrong. This game did manage to capture my imagination, and I did find fun in this game after a few hours, because it did admittedly start off pretty slow for me. But $60? You think that this game is worth anywhere near that much? There's practically nothing to do. Every single planet, it's go down, shoot things, get minerals, upgrade your ship, fly into space, do the exact same thing for every single planet. There is zero diversity in this game whatsoever. There is literally more diversity in Destiny. And everyone that has seen my older videos on my old channel knows exactly how much I resent that game. No Man's Sky is a ripoff beyond compare. Without a story, it's basically like, oh, I'm just a space marine going around doing things. But the thing is that there's just nothing compelling about this game. Oh, sure, you can learn some alien languages and talk with the multiple alien races, but no one cares. You really think that people are going to use interloper every single sentence? Most of the words you learn are completely pointless. You will never see an NPC say interloper, or she, or ice, or gaseous planet. None of them say that. After 10 hours of playing this game, I had to sit back and ask myself, why am I playing this? Why am I wasting my time on this game? Every single thing you do is a rehash of the exact same shit over and over. In fact, the most fun part of this game is naming things. Naming things. Basically, just look at the planet, look at some flora, look at some fauna, and then name it. Name it something stupid. But oh, you can't name it anything profane. Not like anyone has a snowball's chance in fuck of finding your planet, because there's 18 quintillion of them. You have a higher chance of finding the nuclear launch codes for every country on Earth on a Google search than someone else finding your planet. I can't even find the star systems that I already colonized and moved on from because there's so many. Oh, into the shooting mechanics. Sure, they're there, but the game actively encourages you to not use them. You're not supposed to piss off the Sentinels, but the only way to have fun, aside from naming shit, which gets old really fast once you realize that there's nothing else you can name them, is to shoot the Sentinels, piss them off, get a bunch of them to come in, shoot all of them, and then go into space where the space police come in, and then shoot them. You have to do what the game tells you not to do in order to have any level of fun in this game. And speaking of the shooting and all that, why is there no multiplayer? You're telling me that this massive game can't have multiplayer? Why would you even put in dogfight mechanics if you can't do it with other people? You're telling me that I'm supposed to go around these empty planets where there's nothing to do and supposed to have fun with no one to have fun with? Are you kidding me? Speaking of the planets, most of them suck. It took me 9 planets to find something that didn't look like it was ripped straight out of Alien. In fact, there was one planet that looked so much like LV-426 that I named it LV-426. And the scale of this game is a fucking gimmick. It sounds really cool on paper to say, oh hey, this game has 18 quintillion planets, and you'll never be able to find all of them, but then you realize really quickly that it doesn't mean anything. What am I gonna do with the knowledge that there's a bunch of planets I'll never see? What am I gonna do with the knowledge that I'll never fully complete the game? Sure, it sounds cool when the developer is like, well, most planets will never be found. But that doesn't mean anything. It's a gimmick. It doesn't add anything to the game. If anything, it takes away from the game, because most of the planets look exactly the same. For every one pretty planet you get, you'll find 30 ugly ones. And not to mention, all of these planets are already discovered. You can't tell me that none of these planets are going to be found when literally every single planet I've been to already has some kind of facility or alien living on it. You can't tell me that they're undiscovered when every single star system has something living on every single planet. What kind of a stupid idea is that? And you get all of this for $60? Are you kidding me? Are you insane? That is fucking criminal. Who the hell would ever look at a game like this and think it's worth $60 fucking dollars? No one. Indie games should stay at $20 to $30 at the most. They should never be $60, especially for a game with this low of content. You're paying $60 for a walking simulator with ass shooting mechanics and planets that really don't offer anything unique. And at the end of the day, you're just going to do the exact same material hunting to fuel your ship and then launch off to the next planet that you won't give a shit about. And for fuck's sake, who do I have to punch in the throat for making these stupid milestone markers? They take over your whole screen and prevent you from doing anything for like 15 seconds. All I want to do is collect a mineral or get in my ship or shoot something. But no, I have to have these huge black bars and then milestone reached right in the front of my fucking screen. And I can't do anything. You can't even turn it off. It's just there. This game is in no way worth $60. I really do wish I bought it on my PC. Because Steam gives refunds! Ignore this game, push it to the side, wait for something that's better than this. Don't waste your money on a game that is so barren of content that you won't find any level of entertainment from it. I'm the Dishonored Wolf. Thanks for watching.